Hey folks, Matt from artoftheimage.com. So, Nikon has announced basically that the Nikon D4s is coming. They had a D4s at the CES booth, if memory serves, and it was supposedly hands-off kind of thing, behind glass, just kind of tantalizing, which basically says it's probably mostly just a body right now, and they didn't have everything ready to the point where they were happy to let people play with it. In any case, we do know the D4S is coming, and I want to give you 4 reasons why I won't be buying it. 4 reasons you might not want to buy it too. So, first and foremost for me is always price. And the D4S will probably be $5,000 to $6,000. I think the D4 when it came out was it was either 59 or 56, somewhere in there. Regardless, over $5,000. A very expensive camera, flagship body, nice performing camera, the D4, and I'm sure the D4S will be as well. But this is a camera where I just don't want to spend that kind of money for my needs on a camera. And I think a lot of you would be in the same boat as me. For $5,000, I would rather have several smaller, lighter, less expensive bodies so I could have multiple camera angles or backup cameras or just spend my money on lenses, on better quality gear for other parts of the equation, because the camera's not everything. So price for me is the first one why I won't be why I won't be buying the D4S myself. Performance would be the next one. To me, and for what I do, and for what I've always done when I shot weddings and portraiture and whatnot, a camera like the D4S doesn't have the performance I need to justify the price. So it ties in with price there. And I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, that it's not a good performing camera, because it most certainly is a good performing camera. But for that, what for me is an incremental amount of performance, I don't need it. I've always been fine with a camera like the D7000, for instance. It was a beautiful camera for me for shooting weddings. Sure, the D4S, the D4, the D3S would have been a nice body to shoot with. But if you know what you're doing, there's very few situations where that $5,000 body is going to do much more for you than you could do with the D7000. And even in those situations, there's always workarounds, often just with an inexpensive flash. So for me, the performance isn't justified for what my needs are, especially considering the price. Next is size and weight. D4S, D4, D3S, all these bodies, these top-of-the-line pro-level bodies, are very heavy, large bodies. I've gotten down to the other end of the spectrum where I like smaller, lighter bodies. I actually used to like the larger size bodies with the built-in grip, with the more weight substantial to them. But you tend to, especially say you're shooting a wedding or you have a long day press coverage, it gets heavy, especially with heavy glass, and it's a big, heavy camera to carry around. I'm really liking the smaller, lighter bodies now, and the smaller, lighter bodies are performing so well that there's really no drawback to them now. Most of the smaller, lighter bodies have very good autofocus, very good high ISO performance, and very good all-around picture quality. Not necessarily as good as a D4S, but close enough that I'll take the smaller, lighter body. Last but not least, we're back kind of to performance and price, and that's the ROI. That's the return on the investment. And I don't know if that's really another point or just kind of drawing together, summarizing points 1 and 2, price and performance. For the price, for that kind of money, I'm not going to get the kind of return on my investment that I need, because I don't need the little bit of areas of more performance that the D4S has to offer for the price. So my return on investment is not going to be good with that camera. If I was a sports photographer and I was shooting for Sports Illustrated or one of the major publications, and it really mattered, I needed to have that split timing shot that added performance that the D4S is able to give you, as far as for that shot where the guy's just released the football or he's hit the home run or something like that, where that added performance, you need that top of the line body to give you every advantage you can to try and get that shot, then yeah, maybe I would go for the D4S. Mind you, in the old days, people used to anticipate the shot and be set up to get it. Anyways, ROI for me is not good or going to be good on the D4S. So those are my 4 reasons why I wouldn't buy a D4S. What do you guys think? Are you interested in the D4S? Would you buy a D4S? Do you agree with my reasons? Do you not agree? Let me know below in the comments. Let's have a discussion. Keep it civil. And thanks for tuning in to artoftheimage.com. We'll be back soon.